Welcome or welcome back. My name's Joanne, and yes, I know it's been a long time since I posted a video on this channel, but I want to get back into it, okay? So I'm going to start off with doing my April TBR video, and yeah, I am excited for all of these books. I have a few priorities, and I have a couple that I would like to get to in the month of April, but if I can't, that's totally fine. April is Magical Readathon month, which is hosted by G at Book Roast. I completely failed last year. I struggled last year, and that's okay. So this year, I am going for the career of abjurer. Is that how you pronounce it? Basically, it's someone that specializes in defensive magic, and for that, I have to pass 3 courses for the spring equinox. I will go through those and the books that I chose for those prompts when I go through that. So this readathon has been going on for a few years now. It's very expansive. G has put in so much time with this readathon. I will have her channel linked down below and her video talking about the spring equinox in case you guys want to go check it out. So let me just go through my Magical Readathon books and I'll go through my other books that I want to read throughout the month. If I look to the right, it's because I have all the prompts and stuff on my laptop. So the first prompt is Inscription, which is to pick a book with the day of the week in the title, and I only have one. I didn't really want to read that, so I decided to use the Scroll of Exchange to use the astronomy prompt, which is Galactic Outskirts, and that is a book that's on your top shelf, which is physically on your top shelf or just on the top of your TBR. And for that one, I have picked Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong. I am so excited to finally get to this sequel and end to this duology. This follows Foul Lady Fortune. I actually have a signed edition. This was unintentional because I actually bought this a decent amount of time after it got released, so wild that I got a signed edition. Yeah, so this is for the astronomy prompt, and this has been at the top of my shelf. First of all, Chloe Gong is one of the authors that I want to try to get through this year on my TBR, and this is the end of a duology, which follows Foul Lady Fortune. And I don't want to talk about what that's about because it'll kind of spoil the These Violent Delights duology. So These Violent Delights follows Roma and Juliet, which it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling in Shanghai, and there are gangs there, and they're on rival gangs, and basically what happens is that there is something killing people, and they have to team up to try to figure out what it is. And there's a little history there too. So, you know, Foul Lady Fortune follows the end of that duology. So I highly recommend reading that duology first and then going into Foul Lady Fortune and then reading Last Violent Call. Do not read Last Violent Call before Foul Lady Fortune. Do not do that. And then Foul Heart Huntsman. I am so excited for this. I just reread Foul Lady Fortune last month. So I am so excited to dive into this, or I guess this month from when I'm filming this. The next prompt is for Spells and Incantations, and that is In Fashion Spells and Incantations, currently on a bestseller list. So I looked on Barnes & Noble, you know, because they have bestseller lists, and Now Back to You by B.K. Borison was on it, and my loan of the audiobook for it comes in very soon, which I'm so excited about. The first book is First Time Caller. I also listened to that one on audio and I loved it so much. This is a romance and it follows Jackson and Delilah. So Jackson is the person that works in the radio show with the main male character from First Time Caller. What's his name? I don't remember. I am awful with remembering character names, except for Violence. If you know, you know. But yeah, I am really excited about this. Let's read the little tagline. It says, 2 competing meteorologists are forced to find common ground in this opposites attract when Harry met Sally inspired romance. That's cute. I'm excited for this. And again, I'm going to be listening to it on audio because I really liked how the first one was done. Very excited for this one, and I love the blue. Blue is my favorite color, just so you know. So pretty. So excited for this one. Okay, and then my third and final prompt is for Conjuration in Inspiration Boosts. First enticing book you see on social media. So I didn't film that, but so you're just gonna have to believe me that this is what happened. The day I was making this, I went onto my Goodreads and I'm like, okay, so the first book I own will be the book on my TBR. It was Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. What is this about, you ask me? I don't know. So let's read it. A woman who wields magical tarot cards lands herself in a false engagement with the headmaster of a mysterious academy in this first installment of an enthralling fantasy romance series from the best-selling author of A Deal with the Elf King. I have not read that. I read the first book in one of Elise Kova's other series, and I did not like that. So we'll see how I feel about this one. So here's the synopsis for this one. Clara Greysword has survived the underworld of Eclipse City through thievery, luck, and a whole lot of illegal magic. After a job gone awry, Clara is sentenced to a lifetime in prison for inking tarot cards, a rare power reserved for practitioners at the Elite Arcana Academy. Just when it seems her luck has run dry, the Academy's enigmatic headmaster, Prince Kalis, offers her an escape for a price. Kalis believes that Clara is the perfect tool to help him steal a tarot card from the king and use it to recreate an all-powerful card long lost to time. In order to conceal her identity and keep her close, Kalis brings Clara to Arcana Academy, introducing her as the newest first-year student and his bride-to-be. Fake dating. Oh, I love fake dating. One of my favorite tropes in romance. Thrust into a world of arcane magic and royal intrigue where one misstep will send her back to prison or worse, Clara finds that the prince she swore to hate may not be what he seems. But can she risk giving him power over the world and her heart, or will she take it for herself? Say less. Say less. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am in my romantasy era. Okay, I've recently read Shield of Sparrows, loved that. Currently reading When the Moon Hatched, loving that. Oh my god. So excited for this one. I think this is going to be a physical read though. We'll see how that goes. I will have a couple weekends where my boyfriend's going to be away. So I'll actually have time to myself for once. I am very excited for this one. I have one other like big priority for the month, and that is to finish Alchemized. I have barely started this. I'm only on page 36. So barely anything has happened. I know our main character is Helena because I just looked in the book. And I actually kind of remember what's happened so far, but I'm still going to read the synopsis to you guys. So the tagline says, in this riveting dark fantasy debut, a woman with missing memories fights to survive a war-torn world of necromancy and alchemy, and the man tasked with unearthing the deepest secrets of her past. The synopsis. Once a promising alchemist, Helena Moreno is now a prisoner of war and of her own mind. Her resistance friends and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed, and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Palladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers, whose vile undead creatures helped bring about their victory, holds Helena captive. According to resistance records, she was a healer of little importance within their ranks. But Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder, is she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of the Resistance's final gambit? To uncover the memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in this new world. Trapped on his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining shreds of her former self is just beginning. For her prison and captor have secrets of their own. Secrets Helena must unearth, whatever the cost. Sounds pretty interesting. This is a long freaking book, And the reason why this is getting prioritized is because I did have the audiobook out from the library and then it was due back and there was a hold on it, so I couldn't renew it. And it's coming back to me very soon. So I need to get a move on this. I don't know where I left off. My phone so rudely ran out of storage. But this has already started pretty dark. So yeah, I would recommend checking trigger warnings if you have any, because this, I've heard, gets pretty intense. So, but I love a dark book. And then I have 2 more books that I would like to get to, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. The first is The Iliad by Homer, which is translated by Emily Wilson. This edition is translated by Emily Wilson. And this is on my 26 in 2026 TBR, and I've been wanting to learn more about the Iliad, you know, and like I also had the Odyssey. So just like learning more about it. And I've read like the first, what is it called? It's not like a paragraph, it's a prose. Is that what it is? I don't remember. It's been a long time. But yeah, and it seemed pretty easy to read and understand. So I will be reading this, hopefully, in the month of April. And my last book that I'm hoping to get to is The Will of the Many by James Islington. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But this has been such a popular fantasy book, and I do have the audiobook. So this would be another immersion read where I listen to the audiobook while following along to the physical book. And yeah, I don't know what this is about. Audi Vide Tace. The Catanan Republic, the hierarchy, may rule the world now, but they do not know everything. I tell them my name is Telemus. Look, I'm sorry, I don't know. I tell them I was orphaned after a tragic accident 3 years ago, and that good fortune alone has led to my acceptance into their most prestigious school. I tell them that once I graduate, I will gladly join the rest of civilized society in allowing my strength, my drive, and my focus, what they call will, to be leached away and added to the power of those above me, as millions already do, as all must eventually do. I tell them that I belong, and they believe me. But the truth is that I have been sent to the academy to find answers, to solve a murder. I love a murder mystery. To search for an ancient weapon, to uncover secrets that may tear the Republic apart, and that I will never ever cede my will to the empire that executed my family. To survive, though, I will still have to rise through the academy's ranks. I will have to smile and make friends and pretend to be one of them and win. Because if I cannot, then those who want to control me, who know my real name, will no longer have any use for me. And if the hierarchy finds out who I truly am, they will kill me. Okay, that sounds so good. Like, what? Yeah. So there's my April TBR. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Are you excited to see me read any of these books? I'm planning on vlogging all throughout April. Hopefully that's actually going to happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day, a great night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.